What is up, guys? Welcome back to Two Guys Rambling. I'm Matt.
I'm Xavier.
And we've got our first guest here today for the first time. We got Zack in. This is Zack. Did you hear from all the stories about us going in and finding cigars, looking for cigars? It's a hookup. It's a plug that we finally got here. We're showing your face, man.
Yeah, you know.
Finally, people get to see you. If you've been to Club Humidor in San Pedro, I'm more than certain that you've seen Zack inside the shop, and we are really excited for this podcast. We've been looking forward to getting a guest on the show, especially somebody who's probably a little bit more knowledgeable than we are when it comes to cigars and cigar selection and stuff like that. And we try so much not to always talk about cigars on here, but they always come up because that's just something we love. It's something we love, something we like to do, and that's what we do in our free time. That's how we treat ourselves. And with that being said, Javi, what are we smoking today?
Oh, I'm smoking the Davidoff Millennium Lancero.
That's right. We're all smoking different things, right?
Yeah, we are.
Our guest, Zack, what are you smoking today? What do you got? I know you got some goodies in there. Yeah. Whenever you hear us say, you ever seen one of these? That's where we got it from.
So I've got the Placencia Etafal. It's done for the World Cup in Qatar 2022.
Oh, is that really what it's for? I had no idea, actually.
Damn.
I have some I need to go get. And then I've got a Don Carlos 2018 that I've never smoked before, and I'm really excited for it. So as we start every episode, we always start with a cut and a light. And now we've got us three.
And then I don't know if we told Zach or not, but like throughout the episode, you just kind of talk about like if it's good, if it's not.
Yeah, that's the feedback that we started getting, is that people wanted us to talk about the cigars a little bit more. Maybe good, maybe shit. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. And as always, we got Sean. We got Sean in the back, who is our Bing boy, as always. God, such a good sound, dude. Love it.
That's a clean cut.
Clean cut. A nice good toast on there. Oh, look at that. Oh man, I'm so excited for this smoke. Looking at this guy, he's creative. Look at him.
What?
Nothing. You light your cigar. Zack over there looks like he's making love to a cigar. That's what you're supposed to do. Toasted marshmallows.
See, that's how you know Zach's a listener.
I know. I was like, have you listened to our podcast before? The toasted marshmallows thing?
Damn, these are pretty good.
Yeah? I haven't gotten any yet.
I mean, this is off of the first puff, though, so everyone gets so pissed off, and I'm like, they'll take one puff, and I'm like, how is it? And they're like, bro, I just started smoking it. What do you mean?
I'm all about draw. Is that a DuPont? Is that what I hear? I don't even have to look.
Oh,
I don't even have to look.
Put it up to the mic. Put it up to the mic once you close it.
Yeah, this
or you flick it open.
very well.
It doesn't?
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard it. It sounded
pretty good.
Look up what the most expensive DuPont lighter was. I can't imagine what they sell some lighters for.
I guess we can get Zach to talk about what a DuPont is, just so people know. Once his cigar is lit and everything.
It's a process. Give me.
No, you're good. You're good. You're the
you're the professional, man.
Yeah, you're the professional. So
DuPont. It's a DuPont lighter. Like the most expensive one. Is that the most expensive one? That's what I'm saying, because that doesn't look like what I would think their most expensive lighter is. 79,000? Does that sound right?
I think so. They had that one that was like one that was, I think, done by a watchmaker or some shit like that. So, and then that most recent one where it's like a little casino piece. And you can actually like press a button and it has like a little roulette wheel. And it's like...
That is cool.
Dude,
I don't think it makes it sound like that. But
it doesn't do the...
Yeah. Some guy actually commented in the comment section, I think on Half Wheel. It was like the pattern of the die, or the dice, like doesn't match up to a real life dice. if it was like like the opposite.
God.
Yeah. And he was like, well, I hope for a
Jesus.
lighter that's like 79,000 or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
They fixed that or something. I was like, it's already been made. They're not fixing that.
They're already out, man. I don't know what to tell you. What do we got?
So I don't know how to pronounce the first part.
Okay.
I'm gonna wing it. Lejeune
Okay.
2 Champagne Light.
Oh, it's a line 2.
$79,000.
That's ridiculous. 79,000.
So Zach, how much was your DuPont?
This
Not-
one was actually
Hold on.
given to me as a gift.
Oh,
from a
yeah?
customer. He's like, oh man, you don't have a DuPont here. I was like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
right.
I was like, and of course, like a fucking asshole. I was like, oh, let's check out the ping. And it was like, boink. I was like, oh, like,
Yeah.
I should have just like not done
Yeah,
that and be
yeah,
like,
not done it right
I
there.
really fucking
Yeah.
appreciate this.
Yeah. Me putting in an application next week, right? So I can try to get a free DuPont. Oh, man. So, one, how's your cigar? Have you smoked that one before?
Mm-mm.
No? First time?
Yeah.
Off the first couple of puffs, what do you think?
Not bad.
Yeah?
But is it worth the price? So
I'll tell you
from the
later.
first couple of puffs.
Well, I got this one for free, so.
Yeah, so it was definitely worth the price.
Yeah.
Well, let's say
exactly.
you were like a customer and you got to pay $50 for it.
65.
65 for it. I don't know
Yeah.
why I thought they were 50.
I thought they were 50.
No, they're 65.
Oh, they're 65. Whoops.
Well, I mean, you still get your 10% discount.
Hey, Club Humidor, San Pedro, you sign up, you be a member, you get 10% off, man. What you got for us?
So I think I figured out why it's $79,000.
What is it?
So it is made of solid 18 karat white gold.
Damn. Bet you that thing's heavy.
That sounds fancy, right?
Hmm?
468 brilliant cut diamonds.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine busting that out, dude. Just a club.
Trying to flex on people?
Yeah.
You're out there playing the penny slots and you bust that out?
Yeah, yeah. Literally.
Got your special DuPont gloves. They actually, like the more higher end lighters will come with like a pair of gloves.
What? I don't want to put
Like that
gloves on.
Cohiba Spectre
Uh-huh.
and the big ass like fucking like metal case with
Yeah.
plexiglass
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
shit. They actually came with like gloves too.
Are y'all supposed to use those? To...
Nah, we just take them.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. I don't think people really care too much, honestly.
I think what's funny is having a $78,000 lighter and putting like $12 butane fluid in there.
Yeah,
Oh,
literally.
yep.
Or smoking $9 cigar.
Right.
Like some really inexpensive cigars. You get like Charter Oak or something. So what got you into cigars? What was it that...
Where'd you get your start?
I would say, let's see. So I didn't really like drink or smoke when I was in the Marines.
Yeah.
Mainly because I didn't want to be like guilty by association.
Yeah, no, for
which
sure.
runs rampant there.
For sure.
So the only time I'd ever like drink is when. So in Okinawa, it's a small island like south of mainland Japan. So there's like all these military bases there, but we went on a vacation or like a holiday. I don't remember what it was, to like a rave in Tokyo, and that was like the first time that I actually drank. Besides like one time in like fucking high school.
Yeah.
And I took like one sip, and I was all like, "Dude, I'm fucking drunk, dude." But yeah, so then
I feel so sloshed right now.
yeah, so
man.
me and like there was like two of my other buddies. We went to like a liquor store in Tokyo and bought like Sailor Jerry and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I was like sitting there, just like drinking it. Dude, I got so fucked up. It was like a 2-day event. It was what's it called? I forget what rave it was or
Yeah.
whatever. And then so every time I'd go to Tokyo from like that point on, I would be like I would drink like socially and all that. Go to like
Yeah.
the little pubs and the bars out there. And my buddy, we went there another time and we met up with some Australians in like this in this pub. And they're like, dude, you want to go do hookah afterwards?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I never like smoked or like done like hookah or anything like that. So I was already like drinking. So I was like, fuck yeah, let's fucking do it. And like drinking like the nicotine from like the hookah. I was like, dude, this is fun. I was just like,
Yeah.
like, it just seems like super cool. So I would like start hookahing and stuff like that. And then when I got out of the Marines and then I was looking for a job afterwards. And there was a place that my school bus like always passed by, a Gypsy's hookah lounge. So I was like, oh fuck it, I'll like go. I want to go hang out there. So I would like hang out there and smoke hookah and drink like fucking Four Locos.
God.
Jesus.
God.
It's like almost impossible to drink like 2 Four Locos and not throw up.
Yeah.
I was like drinking like 2 of the Four Loco Golds, which are like
Jesus.
what, like fucking like 10 or 12% or maybe 14. And I was like halfway through, I was like, whoa. And I held it in. But yeah, so after like I started like smoking hookah and all that, that's probably like the like my first like
the caveat that kind of got you into it.
Yeah, and then my buddy, he had like this fucking. I was going to hang out with him to go drinking. He had like this pipe, which looked like when you buy like Smoker's Paradise, where it had like very clearly wasn't like a for like tobacco. But he was smoking like tobacco. I was like, oh, I kind of want to do that. So I went to Club Humidor on Thousand Oaks, and then I got my first pipe and all that. I actually still have like the same like tool that was like the first thing I ever bought, a little check tool. With the pipe, and I still have that. And then from that point on, I was like smoking my pipe and all that. I was like, oh, that's pretty fun. And I was chilling in the lounge, and I was like, just looking back, I was like, I never fucking dabbled into humidor. Maybe I'll do that one day. And then so this was probably like a couple months into it that I was like smoking my pipe, and then we were going on a hunting trip for like 2 days and like one night. And I was like, oh fuck, man, it would have been like nice to get some cigars. So we stopped at like some corner store and just got like a Black and Mild with like a little wood tip. It's like something like,
just like, smoke.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like this is an occasion where you want to smoke a cigar, but we fucking already left town.
Yeah.
So then after that, I was like, oh yeah, that was a Black and Mild. Like I knew it wasn't anything good. So when we got back to town, and then I went to Club Humidor and actually like started dabbling in cigars and all that. And it was just like way different from pipe like tobacco. Smoking hookah or pipe. Like you get like a buzz, but it was like there's like flavor, and it was just way different from like hookah, because obviously that's like it's like molasses that gives it all the flavor and all that shit. And like the pipe was different too. But I really liked like kind of like the buzz. I always described it back when I first started smoking. It's like drinking like one Jack and Coke. Like you feel like kind of loose. Like, okay. Yeah, so that's how I got into cigars.
What was the first cigar that you smoked and you were like, oh man, like this is what I want to do. This is what I want to smoke.
I think the very first one was back when Thousand Oaks was still the Diamond Crown Lounge. Okay. So I'm pretty sure it was like a Julius Caesar.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was
Julius Caesar?
Yeah, that shit's that was a good smoke.
You know, I still have not smoked one. Mm-hmm. I've never smoked a Julius Caesar.
Neither have I.
And I have a couple, I think. I got them in those CRA packs or whatever.
Yeah, you do have
some.
I
do, right? Yeah, I know I have some somewhere in there. Like if you go into, like, let's say you're not at Club Humidor, you're out of town or whatever, and you go into a cigar shop, what cigar are you looking for?
Like what's your go-to?
Yeah, like what's your go-to brand? Like, like you want to.
Well, since I work at a humidor, I don't typically go into other humidors looking for something that we sell.
Yeah, obviously.
I want to find something different. So either I'll ask the guy working at the shop or lady.
Yeah.
And depending on who it is or what shop, like some people don't even go with you in the humidor.
So maybe like some like local.
Yeah, like I'll dabble.
Like some roll, like something that's like a house blend or something.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there was, like, just recently I went to the Republic Cigars in Green, and they have a nice, like, little humidor and all that.
That's a nice little place.
Yeah, private lounge. And
it's funny when you first pull into there, because you first pull into it and you feel like you're in a Hallmark movie. We went during Christmas time.
So cozy.
It's so cozy. It's all tight knit and close. And like I said, we went during Christmas time, and there's all Christmas lights and Christmas trees. And I was like, I swear to God, we're in a Hallmark movie right now.
Yeah, it's like a little cobblestone road.
Like there's a city girl here right now, and there's a farmer guy somewhere. And she hates him, but she secretly loves him. That's going on right now here, dude. Like that's how I felt, man. Jesus. But they have when I went, I don't know what their traffic is like, right? But when I had went, they'd still had some like TIFF.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw some advent calendars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like over at least at like San Pedro, Like we sell the fuck out of like
It just
Tough White
goes.
stuff.
Yeah. It just goes.
Especially like Drax and stuff like that. Like that hardly makes it past the first day.
Yeah. Trust me, we know. We have to like fight.
Yeah, but when
when
we went to Republic, I always like the Lugioni. Like they just have like so many fucking good blends and all that. And I saw this one. It was a Cruzado, which I've had in the past, but this is like a special edition one, which had like gold foil. It's called like the Morales Supremus or some shit like that. Huh. And I was like sitting in the lounge or in the little front area because the lounge is private. And I was with Jasmine at the time, and I cut it. I lit it. I got her like a Romacraft, just something different that we don't carry. And I fucking lit it up, and like the first puff was like, God damn, that's a fucking good cigar. It's like, it's not often that, because I like smoke so many fucking cigars.
Yeah.
There is, like when I find something that's like, just like, wow, that's fucking way different from anything that I've had.
Yeah.
Then it like that's something I try to look for.
Yeah. Yeah. There's not very many cigars that like I sit down and smoke and like first puff, I'm like, holy shit.
I think for me, that was the Amazon from CAO.
Oh, the Amazon. Yeah. Añejos are really good too.
Yep. Zach would bully me because I wouldn't buy a box. But every time I'd go, I'd grab a handful.
Like every other day, this guy was going in and buying a handful of cigars for no reason. Just buy the box.
Okay, I learned my lesson.
That's, what do you think is important for somebody who, like maybe starting out smoking cigars? What are a couple of pointers that you think are important for them to know? Like going in a humidor for the first time is like kind of intimidating. Because there's just so many brands. Like you go walk into San Pedro, there's so many brands in there. There's so many like different kind of options and sizes. And when somebody comes in for the first time, they're like, I have no idea what the hell I'm smoking.
Yeah.
Like, what do you?
I would just like ask the employee, like, what do you recommend? And usually we'll ask you like, do you want something mild, medium, full body? Is it going to be like an everyday smoke? Do you want something special? Like, is it for a certain occasion?
Yeah.
So that way we know not to like fucking give you some way, like super like full bodied cigar that knocks you on your ass and you're like, I don't think I want to fucking smoke cigars again.
Yeah.
Because there's like some people that even like the most mild cigars, that's like just too overwhelming.
Yeah.
So definitely you want to see, actually what I do is I ask them like, do you smoke any like tobacco products like in the past or anything, or have you, to see kind of like
you smoke cigarettes or
anything, like do you have like any nicotine tolerance?
Yeah.
That way they don't just like jump into something fucking crazy. And then just see like what the occasion is. So kind of get like a price range or anything like that.
Do you have like a go-to cigar? Like I know when I'm selling stuff sometimes, like somebody comes in and they all like, oh, I'm going to school and I need to do papers and stuff. Like I kind of know already what to offer them. Like, do you have anything like that you kind of like run to that you kind of know?
I would say probably Room 101, Crux, and like the La Instructora. I would say Samurai, but that's not really good.
Yeah, it's like, not like a starter cigar. Yeah.
Okay, $40, please. Yeah, but like Room 101, they have like a wide variety. They have a wide variety of like their farce line is going to be probably like $10 to $12, like from like the Robustos to like Churchills, in price, and they got mild, medium, full bodied, and now they have like the newest edition, the Nicaragua, which is a really good one.
Have you smoked the Nicaragua?
Nope,
dude.
Yes, I need to.
Yeah, so they got like their like the good like mid range cigars, and then they have like their good everyday cigars with like the big payback, the Doomsayers, starting at like $7, going up to like only like $8.10.
Yeah.
And like again with like the big paybacks, you got mild, medium, full bodied. So that's like a good way to like, you could give them a variety. You get them like some of the farce, get them some of the payback. Yeah. And then with like Crux, they like, after they did the, what do you call it? Like re-merchandising or like remarketing or whatever.
Rebranding.
Yeah.
Rebranding. Everything is like super easy. They have like the intensity.
The Crux.
Yeah. Like Crux. They have like is it full, medium? What notes you get out of it? And that's like super helpful.
Yeah. I've only ever smoked like one Crux in my life, and the one I did was like
Yeah, I've had
pretty
one.
good. Like it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I've had like one with the Connecticut wrapper, like one that was mild.
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good.
But
good.
our goal though is to get Matt Booth on here. That's our goal. I think
Anything's possible.
I know, right? Like Matt Booth, Keith Rumbo, like our
Joe
goals.
for sure.
Joe, we got to get Joe on here. And Joe, I already know what I want to do. I want to get Joe like just shit faced drunk. Like I just want to put a bottle out here and just keep serving and just keep going. Like this guy here, I don't know if you remember that one. I wasn't able to go, and you got that one signed for me by Matt Booth.
Oh yeah.
You got that one signed for me, dude. And then
the Namakubi
the Namakubi ones that I don't have those up here, but you got those signed for me too because I wasn't able to go. And just Matt Booth is just such a cool guy, man. I think that's part of the reason why I like supporting his brand so much because he's just like a down to earth kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like he's somebody that you can sit back to and talk to. And I'll never forget talking to him the first time. We'd never met, nothing. And he was so open about talking about like his lines and his cigars and like stuff that was coming out that hadn't even been like publicized yet, but he just loves it so much that he talks about it. You know what I mean? Like that's his baby. Like he loves talking about it. Then he's got like the jewelry line and stuff like that too. But like that right there just speaks volumes, to somebody who, you know, is
passionate.
Yeah. And then at his level too, like he's got a following, you know, this deal that he made. We talked about this, on the last podcast. Yeah. The deal he made with Scandinavian Tobacco, like I couldn't imagine what they paid for it because you know he's not gonna. I don't even want to say let go because he didn't let go because he's still on it, right? But he wouldn't give somebody else have that ability. You know what I mean? To have his name and his brand on something that he didn't trust. Yeah. And they didn't give him, you know, a decent amount because of the following he has, dude. Is like jackets, like Room 101 jackets and my lighter, like you know what I mean? Like people, like we talk about Drew Estate guys all the time, right? Like Drew Estate groupies that just love Drew Estate. But definitely Matt has a following too. I think that's
and it was crazy. Like crazy because I went to Austin recently and we're like on like the outskirts of Austin. I went to like some gas station and they had like a little humidor. And I looked inside. I was like, "Holy fuck! It's like a big payback." And it's
really?
Like, now, like the big payback and like Room 101 is now almost like it's getting to the point where it's gonna be like Romeo and Julieta. Like you're gonna go into like
really?
pretty much any fucking like humidor.
Yeah,
and you're gonna see like Room 101s now.
That's crazy. That's just gonna grow that.
Do you
following.
think the deal might have like helped expand? Like
his
reach?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That makes
and
sense.
I think what they were saying too is that like he's gonna have the opportunity to work with tobaccos and an abundance of tobacco that he hadn't been able to work with before because it was just him, like, as you know what I mean? But like, and it was him working with like a private company, right? Like Pete Johnson works with My Father, and like Placencia's factories work with, you know, countless of other people. And now he has just an abundance of tobacco that he's going to be able to get into and be able to do what he wants, you know what I mean? And I think if you try different, I always get it wrong, but the Los Santos, what is it? What is it called?
The
Los Tatos or something? Yeah, right? I always call it the Los Santos, dude. I play GTA too much. What do you call it? But like that and the Nicaraguan and the, like the 25th anniversary he did, like you can go in there and pick a cigar and get so many different flavor profiles, I think, from Room 101. This guy doesn't count though.
I do not smoke Room 101 except for I'm gonna say it too, the Los Santos ones.
Yeah, that one was good though.
Oh yeah, that one's good.
Like
I will go back and buy those.
And the price of it is ridiculous. It's like $9 or something like that. $10, $12. Something
like
that.
a Churchill.
It's not crazy.
Yeah, for Churchill, for like a big size cigar. Like, and like I heard people talking shit about the presentation of it because it's inside the wrapper and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's like
that's cool though.
Like
you know what I mean? Yeah,
style.
like that's his thing. Like I've never had a problem with it. And I just think I think it's so cool to be able to, one, have that ability, and two, like to be able to do what he does on the scale that he does and keep the consistency and the flavors. And like, I don't think the only time I ever had a Matt Booth cigar just destroy on me is when I cut it wrong. I cut it. I tried to V-cut it because somebody told me a V-cut would be better.
Matt didn't know how to V-cut. So Zach, he held it like
went too deep.
This in the V-cutter. And then when he went to cut, he like cut at an angle.
I don't think it's
so 100%. It fucked it all up.
It did. It trashed it. But that was the only time that I ever like had any Matt Booth cigar like do anything. Yeah. What's your favorite Room 101 cigar? Do you have a favorite Room 101? If you could, they're like you can only smoke one Room 101 cigar for the rest of your life. What would it be?
Probably 10th anniversary.
Yeah, 10th anniversary is a really, really good.
Yeah, first
the 12's pretty good.
The 12 is good too. That's a full-bodied cigar for sure.
Anyway, what were you saying, Zach? About the
like
10th?
at first, like I really enjoyed like the whatchamacallit, the Farce Maduro, or the Room 101 Farce Maduro, not the Farce.
Oh,
don't ever say the Farce.
My bad.
But that was like such a bold, like flavorful smoke. He just describes it, I believe, as like Denny Trejo of cigars, like just bold, like fucking flavor.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That was weird.
Yeah.
What?
When you were hitting it with the torch, a little bit of black smoke came out.
Oh God, that sounds terrifying.
Maybe you can see it in the video later.
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, but then when the 10th anniversaries, they're released in 2019, and then disappeared, and then they came back when he re-released them. And like I smoked one at first, I was like, I didn't really care for it. But then I bought a box. I was helping Joe out for something like that, and then I bought a box, and I like started like smoking from the box I bought. I was like, God damn, what the fuck? Like these are fucking like good.
Yeah,
like a nice like medium bodied smoke, very flavorful. And I was like, that's when I like after I bought that box, like I was smoking them more consistently, so I could get like a better understanding of the flavor profile. And like I was like, fuck, that's a good smoke.
So like being on the selling side, right? Not the consumer side of cigars, because you're obviously on both, right? Mm-hmm. When you get a new line in, is that like your goal is to smoke it and get the flavor profile? I mean, I would think obviously, right? Like,
yeah. Unless it's like fucking PCA where we pick up like all these like new exclusives. I'm like, fuck, like that's a lot of fucking
like 15 different cigars.
Yeah. But that's also part of like
he's like, please no more,
getting in
more.
A new line that's kind of like the rep's job to come by and like give you like samples exactly. Yeah, because they don't want to just like push their shit and like not have you try it. Like, like that's what like the Casa Magna rep just recently
I was just thinking about that right now.
Yeah, like we started smoking them, and like they've been around for a while. Like the one of the cigars was like the #1 cigar of the year in Cigar Aficionado in 2008.
Really?
So it's like they've been around for a while. We just something that we didn't carry, and then recently the rep came by, and actually the owner's daughter, what's his name, Mr. Quesada's daughter. Came in with the rep because they were going to like CI for an event and all that.
Oh, gotcha.
But at least they like stop by, like show face.
Yeah,
like that's what
that means
what
a lot.
matters.
That means a lot for sure.
Yeah, so we're actually doing a cut and light tomorrow for
oh really?
Casa Magna. Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Yeah, and actually the rep Hector, he just recently got a promotion, so now he's like national sales.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
damn, good on him.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the cigars that was like
when you recommended it, when Joe recommended it to you, I think you were saying, go ahead.
Like I went and looked at it and like it's like book shopping, right? You go and you look at the cover and I looked at it and I was like, I don't know, dude. It reminded me of like God, what's that?
Elder Scrolls.
That brand with the M? The one owned by Scandinavian Tobacco? Macanudo.
Yeah.
Like I picked it up and I looked at it and I was like, God, like it reminded me of Macanudo and I don't know why. But I was like, Joe recommended it, man. I'm going to try it. Like, I'm going to try it, whatever. It's not a very expensive cigar either.
No, not at all.
Like, it's like, I don't even want to get the price
I think it was like $12.
I want to say maybe it was like $12, 12 or $13, something like that. I don't know. And the size of it was what freaked me out. I was like, Joe, did you sit on this? Like, what happened, man? Because it's like that. It's not a circle. It's like an oval.
Yeah. It's mouth pressed.
It's mouth pressed. And so I was like, yeah, whatever, man. I'll try it. And it was one of those cigars where you get the first couple of puffs off it, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, because when you recommended it to me, I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Matt said it's good. I'll try it. So I got one for me and Cassie.
Yeah.
And then, well, no, she got a
She got the
samurai
samurai.
that she didn't like.
She didn't like the
purple.
purple.
The purple.
But she smoked the red in Vegas. And
She liked the red a lot.
But anyway, so I got it, cut it. As first couple puffs, I was like, God damn. So I think I have a couple in my humidor.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that you have to go back and like if you haven't tried it yet, like
Yeah, definitely.
highly recommend getting down to I swear y'all think we're sponsored by Club Humidor. We're not. We're not. But you got to get down to San Pedro, especially the one on San Pedro, at Club Humidor on San Pedro, and get some of those because they're really good. Is it going to be something I keep often, or is it a limited run? Or?
Oh no, it's going to be something I keep often.
Like that's a cigar that you want to keep at home, like whenever you decide you want to have a good smoke.
Like it's a good cool, I have one. Let me just grab and smoke it.
Like the price can be the price. Like, and this is what we talk about all the time. Price doesn't determine
how good
a cigar is at all in any way. I talked about I had the 20th anniversary Opus, and I was so excited about it because it's like it's exclusive and like they're hard to get. Like you really can't get them. And I got a couple of them, and I was like, dude, I can't wait to light this up. I lit it up, and it was like the most wah 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 kind of like experience. I was like, God, man, like. I smoked it. I still smoked it. It'll never be as bad as the Cinnabon was.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing I've ever smoked in my life will ever be as bad as that
I agree with you. I have that video. Maybe we'll throw it up sometime.
Yeah, that one, if you've smoked that one, I'm sorry. And if you have it in your humidor, it's been maybe a year and a half, so they might be good now. I don't know. I don't know. But like it was just, it wasn't as good as I thought it was. And then you go and you see this cigar, right? That everybody's like, oh yeah, we just started carrying it. And it like blew my socks off. Like it was something like I like really
and that kind of reminds
smoking.
me of like when I had the rare pink. I know, heresy, whatever. It was okay.
You don't smoke them, bro. You just keep them. What the heck?
You collect them.
Just
man.
to
Come on, everybody knows that.
Flex on Insta. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, you like pull it out. You like, you ever seen one of these before? And it's like a pink or whatever, a rare pink, and then you like put it down and you pull a charter oak out and smoke it.
Like
the wrappers all like coming off because he showed off all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The rare pink was just okay. You know what I mean? Do you have any cigars, Zack, that you're like, for the price and for the rarity, it's okay?
I would say probably like a lot of the Opus.
Yeah.
Like the standard line. I
think the standard line isn't bad.
Yeah.
But those are pretty frequent. Like you can, like the standard Opus, like you can find in your local B&Ms.
I don't think the Lost
sure.
City is any good though, in my opinion.
Lost City, I didn't care for either. Lost City, I didn't care for. Not that it's bad.
It's just
It's not what I expected.
Yeah, exactly.
Not what I expected.
Especially for the price.
I expected it to be richer and you get those dark notes and you know what I mean? I just didn't get that from there. What's the most expensive cigar you smoked?
Let's see.
I know you get to puff on a...
Well, I mean, this one's $65.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I took a couple puffs of the Oro Blanco
Oro
from
Blanco.
Joe.
Yeah.
I was like,
please, sir,
He's
please.
like, fine, I'll let you take a puff. I was like, he's like, hey, I said one.
Those two puffs are going to cost you $10.
Yeah,
right?
literally. For those of you who don't know, the Oro Blanco, it's a Davidoff.
That's it, right? What's out there is out there. They're never going to make them again, right?
And we're sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they recently discontinued it or something.
Really? Sorry, Sean. That's a cigar I told Sean that we would smoke on his graduation. So there goes that.
Just buy him like a Samurai Super Lancero.
Yeah, dude, the Super Lancero. Did you ever just smoke a Super Lancero?
I took a puff of that one too.
Did you?
Yeah.
That one
was fucking good.
That cigar, Super Lancero by Samurai, 13.5-inch cigar.
We should probably throw, at some point, we'll throw up the pic.
Yeah, we'll throw up
Because,
the
like, I
picture.
have it where side by side, I'm holding, like, a cigar that's decently big and small compared to the Super Lancero.
And that's another cigar that, like, totally blew me away. Because you smoke a standard cigar, once you get to that last third, it sometimes gets bitter and you lose a lot of the flavor notes and it's just not there. Samurai, I like nubbed it.
Yes,
Remember
you
that?
did. Yes, you
I
did.
like
So
smoked
just
it.
smoking the cap.
Right?
Literally, dude. Like I was like tweezers. Like I smoked it all the way down because it never lost flavor, dude. Never lost flavor. And I smoked it all night. Like it was it was like a 3.5 hour smoke that I sat there and smoked it on a Halloween night because we were going to be outside anyways.
Yeah.
But that was super, super good. Like, I really like that one a lot. That sucks that they're not making the Oro Blancos anymore. I didn't even finish that. The Oro Blanco, I guess, was a cigar made by Davidoff, and it was a $500 cigar.
Well, now it's like 600, right, Zach?
I think maybe.
600. Well, they used to be.
Inflation, you
You could probably
man,
still get them
inflation.
at, where is it? It's one of our, it's like Bar 19, Bar 1919 at Rock and Rye, but they sell them for like $700.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can't now because they're really rare. Now you're not going to be able to find one anywhere. There was another cigar that I had too. Have you ever had PRC or PCR or something like that?
Yeah, I know exactly the brand you're talking about. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of that brand?
I think so.
It's like PCR.
PDR.
Maybe it's PDR.
Yeah, it's PDR.
Is that a brand?
PDR.
And then,
Sean, look this up. Look up like it's either I don't even know what it. I don't know if it's PBR or PRC
or PDR
or PDR.
It's like the Perla Del Mar.
or LMFAO or I don't know. We had went to an event that they had like some single batches that they had only made for this event.
Mm-hmm.
And we were walking around and I was like, I saw them and they had like a couple of them. He probably had about 15. I kid you not. We walked away for like 20 minutes. What is it?
What is PDR?
It's like
there's a JC
in
Newman one. That's,
PDR
the
cigars.
Perla Del Mar. And
Okay.
then there's another one.
PDR cigar. Sean.
I
Should
think it's
pop
like
up.
BRC or PCR or some shit like that.
Yeah, look up like PCR cigar. PCR cigar.
PDR,
PDR.
one of
Some
those.
variation of that.
It's two different tabs.
Was it
Yeah.
like a very floral design on the band?
This
No,
didn't
it
have
was
band.
just
It
like-
didn't have a band.
Oh.
Well, the one I got didn't have a band
It's-
because it was a batch.
I'm thinking it's like the PDRs that have just like the red band or whatever, and then it says like PDR or something on it, and that's it.
A JFR? Just for
No,
retail?
no. No, is that really what it stands for?
Yeah.
JFR? Huh. Well, I think that's it.
Yeah.
What is it? What's the name of it? What's the name of that company?
PDR cigars.
PDR? So PDR. So they had like 15 of these small batch bundles, and it's a company that I'd never really heard of before. And so I told him, I was like, nah, I'm already buying a lot of other stuff because I had a bunch of Opus and all this other stuff. So we were buying all that up. And I walked by and the guy goes, my last one. And they were all gone. We maybe walked away for like 20 minutes. And I was like, I turned on Javi. I was like, I got to now. Cause it's rare now, right? I'm a slut for rare cigars for some reason. So I went and I got it and it was a stupid good cigar. I'll give you one before you leave. Remind me to give you one because it was a 5-pack and I think I have a couple left. But like it was a cigar that I really enjoyed that I like. It was another really good one. But that's one of those things like he was like, we made this for this event for this year.
And
It'll
that's it.
never be made again.
It's like those black diamonds that they said were only for it came with 2 black diamonds and a Opus Magnum O, and it was like only for the event.
That's how I got all those black. When you opened up that thing, that's where all those black ones
The
came.
buddy sticks,
Yeah.
all black diamonds.
Yeah. And you're like, why are these in here?
So how's that one, Zach?
Very good.
For the price, would you buy it if, let's say, not free, you got to go in there and spend the $65? Or would you rather spend that on the Samparai?
I'd probably buy at least one to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
But 65 is getting pretty
yeah.
fucking
65 is a steep price, especially now.
steep. Mhm.
I gotta buy eggs, man.
Yeah,
Alright?
no shit.
I gotta,
Yeah, exactly.
gotta buy milk. All right, like I don't got this. What's the most expensive cigar you smoked?
Probably that Opus Sinful X for my college graduation.
How much
Yeah.
was that? Like $80?
No, it was like 70.
70?
I nubbed it. Now my most expensive my humidor is that the one that no one's ever heard of, that Opus, The Last Temptation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, $80. So fingers crossed it's
Fucking
good.
foot long.
Yeah, we'll smoke it next time we're hanging out, Zach, or something. I'll be like, damn, this is shit.
Yeah. The most expensive one I've had was a Super Lancero, and because that's like $80.
$80.
Yeah, it's like $80, but it's
It was seeing how you were nubbing it.
dude.
Must have been good.
If they were able to come back in, that's like you'd buy 2 of those.
Easy.
Yeah, if you could buy the whole box, buy the whole
Well,
box. But
Now we don't got competition to buy some stuff. so
yeah,
we'll
no
be
kidding.
alright.
We're gonna finally get a foot in. When What about when it comes to accessories? What are some like key accessories like you think
Or like
people
key
need?
brands of accessories.
Yeah.
That you're like, buy this, don't buy that brand.
Yeah. Like what, obviously like DuPont, right, is for somebody who's been smoking for a while, but like maybe starting out, like you want a decent lighter, but you don't want to like break the bank either. You know what I mean?
I would say for cutters, the Zycart would probably be like the best cutter. Like this little teardrop, like in style. Like that's.
Hey, whoa. That kind of looks like this one.
Yeah, you see one of those?
Yeah, yours is one of these? Yeah. Yours is way better than mine, though. It's Room 101, right?
Yeah. God. I got a few of them. Lighter wise, it depends on what you're looking for. I would say for most people, about like a triple flame would be like ideal for most. Like if you're outside, the wind's all blowing and shit like that. And it's not like overkill on most cigars. But I carry like fucking 5 different fucking lighters on me.
No, you never. Oh, you have that big ass backpack.
Yeah, well, that's on my person.
Yeah,
yeah. I carry like a wide variety of lighters.
Jesus, you have them right now?
Yeah, I got my little Zippo with the
Hey, put them up here. Put them up here.
butane insert. Got my DuPont.
Yep, that's 2. Oh God, these guys. It's a walking humidor. Everything's for sale, folks. You gotta have the right price.
I got a pipe lighter.
Jeez.
I was smoking my pipe earlier. I got my other DuPont.
You slim?
Yeah, these are fucking badass. I think this is like the Mega Jet or the Maxi. No, it's the Mega Jet. It's like a fan flame. And this fucking tank on this fucking lasts forever.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking sick. Oh, that's pretty cool. I got a broken lighter that I bought at a pawn shop, and I Am Corona. They make some fucking badass pipe lighters.
Hell?
Wait, so
I've been meaning to get that fixed. But
Oh, okay. I was like, did you fix it?
no. It just leaks.
That's super thin.
Got a box of matches.
Never know when you match. Is that finally it? He's like Mary Poppins, but for the cigar world.
And this is all in his jacket.
Oh, this is a jacket. I thought you had the backpack back there. That's all in the jacket? God almighty.
We got this bad boy.
Oh, yeah, that one's good. That's
Yeah,
my
this is
favorite.
a nice, like, wind-resistant, soft flame lighter.
Yeah.
And then for the customers, I want punch cut. You got to represent.
Oh, the Matt Booth?
Got
Yeah.
the little boofy cut.
Yeah, I got mine here too somewhere.
Damn.
God, all in the jacket.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
What was the question again?
Yeah, really. What, like, we were saying, what brand do you recommend to most beginners?
For the cutter, Zycar.
So Zycar cutter. What about lighter?
Lighter,
Probably Zycar.
Or the Club Humidor
Probably.
ones are.
Oh yeah, the Club Humidor ones
yeah,
too.
I would say for a lighter, the Vertigo and Diesel stuff, because it's much more affordable.
Yeah.
And back when Zycar, before they were being distributed by Quality Imports, they had like the over the counter like trade in shit. So if your shit's broken, you just.
I think I read that they're bringing that back.
I think they are bringing it back to select shops.
Yeah.
But Zycar was probably one of the better ones. But now I would say buy like a fucking $29 lighter from like Diesel or Vertigo.
Vertigo makes decent
Oh
lighters.
yeah, you
Exactly.
can get a 3-pack of their Cyclone for like $18 on Amazon.
You know, and the weird thing too, I think, and something that we never thought about either when we were first smoking, but the type of butane that you're using
Oh yeah.
That's
matters
very
a lot.
important,
It's
yeah.
really, cause y'all had that high performance or whatever. And I was like,
Yeah.
Zach, like, does this shit really make a difference? And we had bought the soft flame. We had those. And we realized that when we put in some
Piece of shit
butane, some butane that we'd gotten from Walgreens or Walmart or something like that, it wasn't coming out. Like sometimes it wouldn't even light.
Yeah.
Drained it, put the high performance butane in there, and it was like almost night and day difference. What we were doing, it was ridiculous. So it's not even that much more expensive to buy the high performance butane, really.
Yeah.
And it's a huge bottle that I have around here somewhere. buy the high performance. Buy the high performance. Try it out for the first time. You don't see a difference, whatever.
And bleed your torches and lighters.
Yeah.
Ever since you and Zach told me, like, bleed them. And then I started bleeding them. I'm like, wow, my flame is so much better.
Yeah, it's a little like Zycar bleeding tool, and it comes with like a screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver, and a screwdriver on one side. That's kind of interchangeable, and then the actual bleeding tool itself is on this side and has a little like exit right here that you just push down on the bottom of your lighter, and it bleeds it. So that way, and the other thing too is that really helps when you want to fill it up all the way too. Sometimes if you don't bleed it, it won't fill up all the way. So like lighters like this where I guess this one has a thing, but like that one there, like when it doesn't have like a gauge, you can trust it a little bit more, I think, when you bleed it.
Yeah.
Which comes in a lot. What about like traveling with cigars? What do you
I would do like the Zycar travel humidors.
Or that?
Yeah. That's more for like everyday purposes, because it's not like completely. Well, it's pretty airtight because it's like leather and leather.
Yeah,
and I put like a little tiny Boveda pack in there.
Oh, really?
But if you're traveling, I would say like a Zycar travel humidor, like a 5 count or a 10 count.
How many cigars do you have at home? Guesstimate.
Probably not as much as you guys.
Really?
I sell them. I don't smoke them.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
it's not true. I smoke
this guy's smoke.
Like 5 a day.
We'll walk into the humidor, like, hey, how many have you had today? He's like, it was like my 5th one. I'm like, what the
like
God?
3 pipes, fucking 5 cigars. I'm a little burnt out. Probably, I think I have like 2 like medium-sized humidors.
Okay.
A fuck ton of like plastic, like Ziploc bags.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like Boveda packs and shit.
Yeah.
So I probably have not that many, maybe 250, something like that.
I knew it was going to be like a 250 number. Like, not that many. People at home are like, what the hell?
Honestly.
250 is not that many.
Oh, but you didn't ask how many I have in my backpack.
Yeah, that's true. How many do you have in your backpack? 300.
Probably like 50 or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Just chilling in your backpack?
I have like fucking a dozen pipes in my backpack too.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to sell the pipes, man? You gotta let me know, man. I need a pipe. I need to buy a good pipe. But I always do that every year. Every year I do that. I say, I'm not going to smoke a pipe this year.
We're going to have an episode come fall where
we're smoking pipes. Like, it's going to happen. We do that every year. Like, I'm not going to smoke pipes. Yeah.
I got a pipe for you.
Yeah, I got one.
Skin pipe.
What? God. Did you try that one that had the cigar that had the pipe tobacco in it?
The Stillwell?
Yeah, did you like it?
The aromatic was a little bit
different.
Yeah, different.
Yeah.
For sure. Very sweet. Then I had the Navy. That one was pretty good. And I can't remember if I've had any other ones. But the construction's like very well done. Obviously by Steve Saka.
Steve Saka makes really good cigar. I can't knock him for making good cigars, but like some of the interviews I see with that guy, sometimes that guy's like off his rocker, man. Sometimes that guy's saying stuff and I'm like, oh my God, like chill out, breathe, calm down. What about, man, this is where we're going to get into it, man. What about cigar etiquette when you go into a cigar shop? Like, what really grinds your gears when guys come into a cigar shop and
damn, took the words
and you're
out
like,
of my mouth.
Smoke a fucking groovy blue, stink up the whole place.
Yeah.
Shit's like
potent.
Yes.
Yeah, like you can.
There'll be like times I'm like clocking in, I park in the back, and then walk around and like through like the little chimney. There's like a little fucking metal plate. It's not a real fucking...
That like pulls out the smoke.
Yeah, and I can fucking like smell it like through as I'm walking outside the building on the side of the building. Like, God, fucking damn. Like that's... it's yeah. But like most other flavored cigars don't really put off that bad of an odor.
Yeah.
Acid kind of gives like off a weird odor.
Okay.
But it's not nearly as potent as like the Groovy Blue.
Have you ever smoked a Cuba Cuba? Because that's like the number one selling flavored cigar or something like that.
I think I've only done like... there was one time. So back before I worked at Club Humidor, I worked at HEB.
Okay.
And I would like smoke cigars like on my break. and I would like take like a 15-minute break and then clock out on lunch for like 30 minutes and then go back immediately and take my break afterwards. So I had like almost a full fucking hour.
Yeah.
But on times I couldn't make it to Club Humidor, I would get the cigars from the Humidor at HEB.
Yeah.
And yeah, they didn't maintain it.
No.
Because a lot of times, like when you're really working at the front end, you don't give a shit about like the fucking. Yeah. You don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd smoke like little punch cigars, and it'd be like dry as fuck. And then one time I got an acid because I'd always like seen the name.
Yeah.
I got it and I fucking like cut it. It was all fucking unraveling because it was all dry as fuck. And I put it to my mouth and I fucking started lighting. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with this shit? And the wrapper leaf was coming off. And I could see like weird like blue speckles, which I think was like probably something like the infusion. I was like, what the hell is even this?
Really?
Yeah. It was like faint, like weird
but you
colors.
could see it. You could see it in there. Wow. I didn't think the infusion would give off like a color tone.
Yeah, I get like pictures of it. It just looked weird.
Really?
Yeah, and it tastes really fucking weird. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Yeah.
Because I'd smoked like non-infused cigars. Like I never smoked an infused cigar before that.
One of the big things too that I always hear too is like you can go into a cigar shop and like smoke cigars that you brought from home. Mm-hmm. But like always make it a point to like purchase a cigar there.
Yeah, exactly.
Like at least one. Like at least go into the humidor, buy a cigar. Even if you're a regular, like go in, buy a cigar. You know what I mean? So you can smoke. You can take in and smoke something.
Yeah, and try not to be so blatant with it. Like fucking smoking a Finks like double XL. Like, come on, dude. Seriously?
Like you know you didn't get.
Yeah, you know damn well you didn't fucking buy that either. Like shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you like like come on, yay.
Or go to you guys and be like, hey, why is it doing this? Mm-hmm. You didn't buy that here.
Right.
Yeah.
Matt?
Yeah, we have like customers that are like, hey, can you fill up my lighter? I'm like, yeah, sure. They bring in like a fucking industrial, like fucking blowtorch. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck? Fucking holding it like this.
Yeah. I guess I already committed.
Yeah, fuck. You want to buy the can while you're at it? Shit.
Like on the second can of butane.
Yeah, but we do like complimentary refills. It's just like some people like bring in like fucking big ass like creme brulee fucking torches.
That's funny.
They light their cigars with them.
Yeah, exactly.
You better at least bring me some creme brulee back, man, after refilling this thing.
Don't burn your fucking eyebrows with those.
No kidding, dude. That's crazy. What like going back on like smoking cigars, what was a cigar that you smoked that you didn't think was going to be really good, but you smoked it and it was like damn, like this is really, really good. Like I didn't think, like when we first saw Plasencia, I didn't think about it. What happened? Oh man, burning already.
It's fine.
What, like Plasencia? When I first saw Plasencia, like we didn't even think about picking them up.
I think you smoked one and then you told me to smoke.
Yeah, I was like, dude, this is a really good cigar.
And then I was like, holy fuck!
Why the hell would I want to smoke a cigar called Placenta?
Yeah, exactly. But it was real. Like that's a cigar that I picked up that I didn't think was going to be as good.
Oh yeah.
Did you smoke the pork tenderloin?
No, not yet.
You need to,
dude.
I'll get on it.
Banger, man.
Mm-hmm. Like if we go tomorrow, I'm not buying a Casa Magna.
Yeah,
like, I'm smoking pork tenderloin.
Those are really we smoked that in the last podcast, and that's what we were telling people. Like, you got to get out there and pick some of these up.
Granted, I have 16 of them now, but
yeah, this guy, man,
you're gonna hit me with it. You should have just bought a.
She's bought another bundle.
You should have bought.
See, but here's the issue. Gotta help my homie Matt out. I want him to buy a lot. I'm not gonna leave you hanging out to dry with 25.
Dude, I don't even have room. Like, I'm gonna have to buy another humidor this year. I'm gonna have to buy like a bigger humidor or something.
Blue?
Yeah, literally.
$8,000 humidor.
God, I wish. Yeah. I wish. Who knows, man? If this podcast takes off, man, we'll just write it off, man. It's for the podcast.
Yeah, it's
come
right
on
the table.
Yeah, like come on.
It's empty.
Yeah. Like we have to. How's your cigar smoking?
Okay, I don't know if you guys ever had this with Davidoffs, where they get to a point they don't taste like anything. Where it's like there's flavor there, but it's not like it's very in the background.
Is it? I guess it's a light cigar, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like medium.
Yeah, it's like there's flavor. It's consistent.
Yeah.
It's it's good, but it's not like I can point. Not like the pork tenderloin. But I've had that with Davidoffs here and there.
Yeah, I'd say Davidoffs are like very delicate in flavor.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I think most of them are. The Colorado Claro, that's a really, really good cigar.
At some point in my life, I'm going to buy a box of those.
Yeah? This one's really, really good. I didn't expect it to be this good. It's actually really, really good.
You gave me one of those. It's just chilling my humidor.
Good job, Carlito. I guess you did good on this one. I'll give him the credit.
Honestly, I got tired of smoking Opus when we were in Vegas.
Huh. God, imagine that, folks. This guy got tired of smoking Opus.
Okay, it was only like 3 or 4, but it's like
most guys don't even have 3 or 4 Opus in their humidor.
It's like, because like the flavor profile is kind of like very similar, except for the Angel Share.
Angel Share is. Have you ever smoked an Angel Share? Did you like that?
It was okay.
Really? Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't think it's in my top 5, but I think it's in my top 10.
Oh, for sure.
I think it's in my top 10 favorite cigars. What are your top 5 favorite cigars? Do you have top 5?
That's difficult.
Yeah?
There's been like a few that I've smoked where I'm like, what the fuck? This shit's fucking good.
Yeah.
Like that Illusione, the Cruzado, that the one with the gold foil.
Yeah.
That one's so fucking good.
Or I know you like the hot.
Oh yeah, the Haupten
or
whatever.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know how to fucking pronounce it.
Neither do I.
And then there was also so La Instructora. They used to do like these event only cigars or something like that. It was called the Leviathan. It's fucking like a big ass Salomon. Holy fuck, that shit's fucking good.
Yeah.
Like the taste of it was like so unique, and it just like lingered in my head. Like
yeah.
I could like wake up. I like woke up the next morning. I was like, oh man, like it just like so like memorable.
I wish I had another one.
Yeah. I was like, holy fuck. And actually they have they still have these unicorns that you'll like open the box and they'll be all like barber pulled out with like the Brazilian wrapper and the Ecuadorian Habano Rosado wrapper.
What? 2 different wrappers on it?
It has like intricate designs and stuff like that.
Are most barber pole cigars 2 different wrappers?
Yes.
Really?
Some are like the Alec and Bradley, the Shamrock. That's actually like 3 different ones. It's got like the Connecticut, the Candela, and like a natural.
I know you were on Candelas for a while, right? Like that was like your...
Yeah, it's like my favorite Candela is like the Illusione.
Illusione Candela. Have you read a Candela?
I've never had one. I've seen them, but...
Maybe we should get one for the next podcast.
Yeah, but because they're green, right?
Yeah.
They always remind me. I'm like, damn, I'm going to be smoking fucking leaves. But
Wasabi.
I mean, I am right now, but it reminds me of like going out to the yard.
Yeah, it has like a very like grassy, like hay.
Does it really?
Apparently, like JFK used to smoke a lot of them or something like that.
You know what my favorite story of JFK is? About the Cuban... You know what I'm talking about already?
No.
Have you heard it? So, a couple of days... so, JFK's in...
I thought it was like hours before.
No, it's a couple of days. Because JFK calls in his like press secretary or whatever, right? And he goes, look, I need you to find 5,000. It's like 5,000, like some ridiculous number. 5,000 Cuban cigars. Like,
you know which ones it was, right?
Which ones?
The H. Upman Half Coronas.
Oh, really?
Because that was his favorite cigar.
So he's like, I need you to go find me some ridiculous numbers, like 5,000 or something like that, of the H. Upman Half Coronas, right? And he's like, sir, like, that's kind of tight. He's like, I need them in like 2 or 3 days. He's like, I will do what I can. I just can't guarantee that I'll be able to get them. So, guy comes back in a couple days later. He's like, well, Mr. President, we did pretty good. We were able to find like 3,000 of them. We found some here, and here. He's like, good. You got them already? And I was like, yeah. I said he turned around, opens up the desk drawer, pulls out the embargo from Cuba and signs it. Yeah. After he got all of his cigar supply in, dude. Like,
Bro,
that's
I feel
ridiculous.
like 5,000 isn't enough, though. If you're going to ban those cigars for the rest of
your life, well.
Like, imagine if they banned Nicaraguan cigars.
His life didn't go on much longer.
You're right.
I was trying so hard not to say it. Dude. I was trying so hard to bite my tongue. Because I was like, I mean, I guess they did.
How many do you think he got through? Before his head exploded.
Like, we start doing the math, right?
Right. But it's like, what if, like, tomorrow they ban Nicaraguans? God. That wipes out, like, what? 50, 60% of the cigar community?
What do you think?
large amount.
Yeah, for sure. Because
That's like all the Padron, Perdomo,
Tatuaje.
Tatuaje.
yeah. God.
It's not Tattoo J guy out there at Fort Hood.
Yeah. I think it was said in the past that they had like considered or some shit like banning Nicaraguan cigars. I don't
Well, that was like not even a year ago.
yeah.
Like not even a year ago, they were talking about
They do that, like
doing
I said,
an
taking out
embargo
a
on
line of credit. You and I both personal loans.
just taking it all out. It's like a house loan.
Right,
Like,
Zach, I'm gonna need 10 of those. 10 of those.
yeah, coming right up. Yeah, for sure. It like I don't know how the cigar industry would handle something like that because I think Nicaraguan cigars are arguably the best cigars out there. A lot of them are all Nicaraguans.
See, we say that, but yeah, we like them. We like Opus and that's Dominican.
That's true. Well, like the Mexican San Andreas too. Like that's Mexican San Andreas wrapper. Like that's
pretty fucking good.
And the Sumatra's not Nicaraguan either.
From
Like
Sumatra.
that's Sumatra, obviously, right? Like that's another really good cigar. The only thing I would not care if they embargoed tomorrow, which they wouldn't, but it's Connecticut's. There's no way we can embargo Connecticut's, but
Okay,
like-
then you don't get Connecticut broadleaves.
yeah,
Oh, facts.
I would be okay with it.
All your
I'd be okay with it.
T52s and fucking number 9s and shit
Hey,
like that.
listen,
Yeah,
don't be shitting on my T52s, all right? T50, T52,
Yeah,
man.
Zach, you said you didn't care for the Liga line, right?
Not really.
What do you think they all taste the same? Because I can see that.
I think they're overpriced. And
I didn't even think of that.
it's
I could see
not
that.
that it's a bad cigar, but it just feels like you're. The reason why the smoke has so much texture is like mineral oil on the wrapper. That's what I've been told.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's why they burn like a fucking
Chimney?
smoke bombs.
Really?
I know they do that with the
Mineral
Nicarustas. They put more, like a
Probably.
fuckload of oil on them.
Yeah,
Really?
there's a few different methods like boiling tobacco leaves. Like that's how some tobaccos like their wrapper leaves are so dark. There's even Joe told me a story about this one company that would like paint the wrapper leaf.
Oh, I heard about that.
You have like a fucking black ring on your mouth.
I heard about that. Like, hey, what were you just doing?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's a Maduro, right? It's a Connecticut. Just painted it.
That's really. What's a cigar that you like want to try? You want to smoke it? Like you're like, man, I really wish I could smoke the cigar. And just haven't had the chance to.
Probably the new Asylum April Fools.
Oh, yeah.
Are you gonna do it,
Another one.
dude? We should have a podcast with them smoking that on here.
I'm down.
You down?
How much are they going to be, Zach? Do you know yet?
The last one was like $40 or something like that. So
All right.
probably around there.
Do you know when you guys are getting them in?
April 1st. Oh wait.
Yeah. Wait a
No,
minute.
the last one we got like way fucking like October or some shit like that.
Jesus. I'll take one.
I'm not too sure when we're gonna get
Are you
it.
gonna buy one?
If we're going to smoke them here, get
Oh, we're
three
all
of
gonna
us.
sme it.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
You need a
I
fucking
don't know if
another
I'm
smoky
down, dude.
Open the windows.
Right?
To open the roof, dude. God Almighty!
Shit, I feel like we got to open the windows now. My eyes burn.
Really? Do you? Are
All
you
my
open?
smoke's going that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, yours is too. Everyone just hitting me.
Whoops.
I know Being Boy's eyes are burning too.
Your eyes burning over there too? Are they really? Man, I don't have that problem.
Yeah, well, look, what?
I got some tampons in my bag if you want.
Oh, shit.
I mean, eye drops.
Me having to bleep that out now. Like, God damn.
Well, first
Zach.
off, why are you carrying tampons?
Dylan,
For Jasmine.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right?
Nosebleeds.
Quick save.
Yeah, for cigars that I want to smoke.
There's this one room 101 that's like red and black. It's a super old one that I'll probably never be able to try. But
I think that is the.
Daruma.
They had the.
Hey, only if we had somebody to look this stuff up.
I can't remember if it was the Namakubi or like the Ichiban. Because they have like those
Look
cheap
up
ass Ichibans.
black and red. We'll buy you some goggles. Buy some
Swimming
black and
goggles?
red. Yeah, swimming goggles. You're just over there with swimming goggles while he's Googling stuff. A black and red Room 101 cigars.
So, Zach, while he's doing that, what is the craziest customer you've ever had? One where you were like, bro, what the fuck?
Dude, I work on San Pedro.
All right.
True that.
All the crackheads, the one that came in, he's like, Russian Mafia.
What?
The fuck?
What just happened?
Yeah.
Okay, craziest customer that bought something.
Did the Russian mafia guy buy something?
No, he's homeless.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
some of those homeless guys actually come in and buy some shit,
Really?
which is always appreciated. Like, if you're going to buy something, then, it doesn't matter what the fuck, if you're, like, rich or poor. Like,
Yeah, of
if
course.
you're going to, like, contribute to, like, the business and all
Yeah.
that, then go ahead and fucking,
Come
like,
spend
buy your
money.
cigars, sit down and smoke.
Yeah.
But if you're just in there to fucking
Wreak
rant like
havoc,
a crackhead,
yeah.
then
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
exactly.
Did you find it?
I'm getting a cigar by the name of Nama.
Yeah, it was the number.
Oh, it's Namakubi.
Yeah, they are no longer for purchase.
No longer. Yeah, no longer. Hey, if you want to on the air purifier, you can hit it up one more.
Sean,
Hit up one more.
please, for the love of God.
the love
Harold
of
Zack's
God.
going to have to get the tampons out.
What do you call it?
Fuck. Crazy customers.
That's crazy. Russian mafia.
Like, let's say one where you were like, I just want to get done helping out this dude. Like, fuck this guy. Or like if you were being treated like shit or something like that.
Oh, me treated like shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Does it happen often?
No, not super often.
Oh, that's good.
That's
Good because there's like a not a stigmatism. Stigmatism was with your eye.
Yeah. Stereotype?
Like a stereotype, I guess. Of like people that smoke cigars are like super douchey and
Yeah, I think that's how a lot of people like. I think that's part of the reason why that fucking crackhead like went off. He was like yelling at Joe, as if employees that work at cigar shops are like the fucking like. Pompous.
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
we're working for the fucking.
yeah.
We're not fucking like buying like
Yeah.
all the fucking boxes and shit like that.
Like we're working here too, man.
Yeah, and then that was a fucking good time.
How long ago was that?
Maybe like a year ago or something.
Oh
like
wow,
that.
that's not that long ago.
Yeah, but there was this guy recently. He's come in several times, and he tries to like buy like a fuck ton of shit with like his disability check or some shit like that, something like that.
What?
And there'd be times where he'd like pull all this shit, like $700 worth of stuff, and then his card would not go through. So there was a time he this was probably more, maybe like 4 months ago or something like that, and he tried doing it with me, and he was like, I was like, oh, the card's not going through, it's declined.
Yeah.
So he's like, that's impossible. I just got my check or something like that. So he's like calling the bank and all that. He's like, you're talking to a goddamn veteran and shit like that.
Oh man.
Yeah. And it was like this weird, he's an odd fellow. I don't even know if he was actually a veteran or whatever. But yeah, so he left, and then he was always like pacing up and down the street and all that. And then he came back in, tried to do it, didn't go through. So he fucking left, put all the shit back on the shelf. He came back another time, and he was like talking to Luis, and what was it? I think he was like picking up a cigar, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna fucking smoke this or something like that. And I don't remember what happened, but he ended up like telling Luis, you have any English cigars or something like that? And he's like, like Luis didn't hear him. He's like, what was that? What did you say? Like, he's like, English, the language I'm speaking. And like Luis fucking like blew up on him. He's like, don't you fucking talk to me like that. Like, I'm a fucking grown ass man. You're not gonna talk to me like that. Being all disrespectful and shit.
Yeah, that's the worst part. We talked about that in the last episode too, right? Like people like just being shitty to other people for no reason at all. Like you don't need to be shitty with people. You know what I mean?
Especially someone who's helping you look for cigars.
Especially in cigars.
Yeah.
Like cigars are such a good way to like unwind and I talk about this all the time. Like there's a meditation aspect behind smoking cigars, right? Like helps you unwind, like you get away from stuff. Like it's a lot of times an hour and a half of you just sitting down and you know, going whatever and having a good time with people, you know what I mean, hanging out.
Yeah.
It's a way to unwind. Like there's a meditation aspect behind it. And I feel like sometimes like it's lost and people just don't, and people be shitty with other people while you're supposed to be doing this thing that's supposed to be like your reward almost. You know what I mean? Like you made it through the day, you made it through the week. Like, I always smoke my good shit. Like I don't like saving my good shit.
There's a
for
reason
long
why
time.
he looked at me.
Yeah, because this guy hates smoking his good shit.
Just sitting on a stash. Like,
Yeah.
Like the fucking dragon from fucking The Hobbit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he like
Just laying in a bed of cigars.
And I just like I like smoking them because one, right? I paid for them. I like, you know, it's doing what I paid for, but like the meditation aspect behind it, the you know, like. Everybody's like, man, you spend money on cigars. Like, you're just going to smoke them.
Yeah, but that's the point.
But, like, how much?
More than
I'm
just,
like, all right, cool. Like, how much do you spend in alcohol?
Yeah, it's more than
you just drink it, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Then
Like,
you get into fucking arguments with your family.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, you get in arguments and you feel like crap and you're bloated. And I'm like, I'm just chilling,
Start
smoking.
beating your wife.
Oh, my God. Me having to bleep that out, too. God. I'm going to have to put some work in here.
Yeah, one of our customers even said, Joe Banks, he's a really cool guy. And he was like, yeah, you know, like cigars like really bring together people from like all walks of life. Yeah. Like you just sit in a cigar lounge and start like talking to people that have like completely different, like I said, like walks of life. And it's a good way to bring together people. I
don't want to name drop anybody, but like when you go into a cigar shop and like us, right, who are like all of us, right, that work in retail. And then you go in and there's a guy that owns a Mercedes like manufacturer or a Mercedes mechanic shop, obviously has money, but sits down with you and has a good time and talks to you and you know what I mean. You chill out and you know what I mean?
Like, oh,
yeah, exactly. Like don't breathe my air. You know what I mean? Like you get to sit down and you get to have a good time with each other.
Unless they're Padron buyers.
Yeah, they're a different breed.
Is that a different breed? Is that what that is?
They're a different breed.
It's like the guys that walk in. Where the Fuente's at?
Yeah, all right, buddy. You can always like tell them they have like a little straw hat with like a fucking.
Oh no, they look like little Carlito Fuente. Dude.
Yeah, exactly.
They look like that.
Or that guy. Remember he told you, I want a chocolate cigar.
Oh yeah. We had a guy come in the days like,
what?
Yeah, I'm looking for like a. He's all talking to me all like smooth and sweet.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, the fucking talk to me like you're trying to woo me.
Are you gonna ask me out right now?
All sweet and shit. He's like, yeah, man, I'm looking for like a milky cigar. I was like, I don't even know what the fuck that means. Like I've heard creamy, but milky.
Yeah, milky. Like, are you sure you want a milky? Are you sure about that?
Are you sure we're talking about cigars?
Yeah. Like what's going on here, man? Milky? Oh god, that doesn't sound good.
They say weird shit like you never describe, or you shouldn't, especially like hand rolled shit like as harsh. Like I understand what they mean, but like I don't. It sounds.
They mean
like,
strong.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like retarded. Give me something harsh. Like you want something that's like gonna fucking tear apart your throat,
like, hurt you. Like what do you want?
Like I understand like smooth, but
yeah, we don't deal with kinks here, sir.
Right?
Sorry.
I want you to step on my. Never
yeah.
mind.
All right. Wait.
It's gonna not more work for me.
What's the largest transaction that you've done?
If you can talk about.
Yeah, if you can talk about that. Like, are we talking like 5 digits, or most
like someone who's
4?
Gone in and they just fucking. I'll take that box. I'll take a box of that. Box of that.
A couple grand, yeah.
Like that.
That's crazy.
I mean, we have fucking like $1,000 lighters and shit like that.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I guess what's the most amount of cigars someone has purchased at one time that you've seen?
That I've seen or that I've helped? Because Joe always fucking walks out with like fucking 5 trays and 17 boxes.
That you've helped.
Shit. I don't know. There's just people that buy like
a ton. Yeah, a ton.
Like Joe's guy fucking had like, what was it? 26 boxes of the Room 101.
The Room 1 of the 13th, right? All right, so we had to take a quick little intermission there, get some of the smoke out of the room, go to the restroom, fill up our drinks, all kinds of stuff. In the middle of the intermission, Zack was saying that there's a little bit more to the story about which one is it? The Russian guy?
No, it was the
that was a one-time event.
It was the dude with the disability check.
The disability check guy.
Yeah, so he comes back in another time. This is after he already fucking called or he was yelling at Luis, or Luis yelled at him for like, do you speak English? The language I'm speaking?
God.
And he comes in, I think this was like a Sunday, and I don't remember if he even went to the humidor or anything, but he's like, oh, I need like a refill of my lighter, or maybe he grabbed like one like small cigar or something like that. And then Luis was there again, and he said something, he pretty much called Luis, he said like, cucaracha or whatever the fuck.
Jeez.
And Luis like, what'd you fucking call me?
Yeah.
Call me a fucking cockroach? He's like, no, it's Peruvian as like a term of endearment or whatever the fuck.
What?
Yeah, it's a compliment. And then we told him to get I don't remember if he bought anything or we just told him to get the fuck out. And then this was probably like maybe not even a week later. I was clocking in. I think it was earlier in the morning, and Josh was there. And I like clock in. I was like behind the computer, like looking at fucking Half Wheel or something like that. And this is like fucking 3 minutes that I was at the shop.
Yeah.
And I came in through the back door, and I hear like yelling. It's like, the fuck? And I was like looking around, checking my phone to see if like a video is playing.
Yeah.
And because I looked in the humidor, I could see through the window Josh was like standing there, and it didn't look like he was doing anything, like just like standing. And then I like heard yelling again. I looked up, and the guy was fucking like yelling at fucking Josh. Like I could hear him yelling. So I went in there. I was like, "Sir, you've been banned from this location," like, and asked to leave. He's like, "Okay, I'll listen to you because you're an American looking Spaniard or some shit."
What?
He said some shit like that. I was like, "Oh, well, thank you."
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah. But he was like yelling at Josh. He's like, we used to fucking kill you guys in war, because Josh is like
Korean.
part Korean.
Yeah.
I don't even think he knew that Josh was Korean, or he just
What
saw that he
in
was
the
Asian.
world?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And then I was way out. He's like, he looks at Josh like, I'll kill you.
Oh my
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
And
What,
he
did
left.
Josh even tell him anything?
No.
That's
But I thought it was so
crazy.
fucking funny. He's like, yeah, he called him some names and all that shit. But he's like, I'll listen to you because you're an American. You look Spaniard. I was like, okay. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and back to the other time where he is when he was like asking Luis if he spoke English.
Yeah.
Luis left, and then he's like, yeah, because I always carry my. He said something stupid like, he was like, yeah, it's. I don't remember what he said, but he's like, yeah, I always carry my 32 ACP. I was like,
Whoa!
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like,
What are you trying to do? Tickle
yeah.
the guy?
military
Okay.
surplus, little Beretta cheetah or some shit.
Right?
God.
Yeah, so when he told Josh, I'll kill you, I was like, maybe he will, maybe he won't. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but he's like been banned. He was already banned from the shop, but now he's got like probably like a police report on him and shit.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, threatening to kill somebody to do that to you.
Yeah, so that guy was pretty crazy. That was
Yeah.
a pretty crazy customer.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty crazy guy. I think you were asking about the plume and the mold
Yeah.
and the.
I'm trying to get because Zack actually works in a cigar shop. I just read some shit online from like Friends of Habanos or some shit. So I was asking Zack like during the intermission.
Oh,
like,
friends of Habanos?
yeah.
Yeah, that's molded. If they're Habanos. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, if they're Habanos, man.
Yeah.
Mold.
But I was asking Zack like, oh, okay, like is there actually like plume? Because everything from like what I've seen and all that, it's like, oh no, it's mold.
Yeah, so it may be like some sort of like variety of mold, but what I've been told is like it's like the oils from the cigar like seeping through the wrapper leaf,
Yeah.
and kind of like crystallizing on the top of the cigar.
So basically, if it's furry, mold.
Yeah, and if it's on the foot of the cigar, then you definitely don't want to.
Smoke it.
Yeah,
You
I mean
know-
you could try. You could just cut it.
You just cut it
See
off.
that's what I did with
That's
the
just plume
with the
Like, it starts
Casa
smoking.
The
Fuente.
Casa Fuente.
They're known for having mold on their cigars. So
Yeah, we've like pretty much agreed that we're probably not going to go to Casa Fuente again.
ever again.
Yeah,
Which-
never been there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the one time
Yeah.
you went, right? It was already closed.
Yeah, they closed at like 9:30.
Yeah.
in fucking Vegas.
in Vegas of
Yeah, I
all
was
places.
like coming around the corner. He's like, "All right, it should be." Oh, stacking furniture and shit. I'm like, ah,
All right.
Maybe
Going back home, just jumps on a plane and comes back.
Right.
Yeah, you're not missing anything, dude. If they don't do something about like their management, their customer
hey,
service.
Matt, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to do this again. They don't do something about Greg.
Oh, I'm gonna have to bleep out his name. Yeah, is that why we don't call people out on here? Yeah, although we should. I just gotta. You know what we used to bleep out? I don't know if you listened to last podcast. You ever watch SpongeBob?
Yeah.
They make the dolphin noise.
Oh yeah.
That's what I used to make people out. Yeah.
What did I say where you did that?
We can't say it, but it was about the pandemic. Yeah. Can't say it. Like, you can't even say kill. Like, every time we say kill, I have to bleep it.
That's gay.
Yeah, you have to say. Great. It's a whole bunch of dolphin noises right now. Yeah, you
like
have to
SeaWorld.
say unalived. Like,
it's called,
somebody who unalived
it's called like
themselves.
double talk or double speak or
Yeah,
some shit.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Because the algorithm's like, what did you say?
Hey, remember that one time I walked in the humidor with the book
Yeah.
and never did it again? I think
What
about
is
it.
that matter?
Yeah.
Is that a paperweight? Is that a book I see?
I was
What
like,
is
all
that?
right. I guess I'm gonna put this
It's
away.
just for show. Fuck.
Yeah,
right?
And Joe comes out of the office. Nice fucking book.
Yeah, literally right after him.
Fucking nerd.
I don't know, man. You got anything else?
No, just I feel like Zach's gonna be a reoccurring guest though.
Yeah, no. Zach's gonna be on here. Zach can
Unless
definitely be
I
on here
die.
more often.
Tragic.
Okay.
Don't
All
say
right.
that.
Well, don't do that.
Don't
Let's
do
not let that happen.
Please, for the love of God.
I really don't think I have anything else. Zach, you have anything for us? You got anything else you need to talk about?
No,
Anything you want to get off your chest, man? Yeah.
big ass fucking leech.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it was a pleasure being here.
Dude,
It's always a good time.
we're happy. Yeah, we're really happy to have you on,
Honestly.
dude. And hopefully we can get some of the other guys that we can get Joe on here. Hopefully we can get Keith on here. I feel like those would be just really good, solid conversations to have and to hang out with everybody. Unfortunately, we only have 4 mics, so I don't know how.
Well, I guess you
Gonna do that.
better buy some more.
I know it looks like we're going to have to buy better equipment after we just bought this. But that's part of what we want to do. We want to make sure that people enjoy the content and are having a good time listening. So please, everybody who's listening, if you enjoyed this, our whole new thing now is that you try to send it to 2 friends. Send it to friends, have them listen, and hopefully those 2 friends send it to friends, and so on and so forth. But Zach, we appreciate having you
Thank
here. Our Bing boy already went home for the night, so he's not going to be able to sign off with us. But other than that, if we got anything else, please do all the things, like us on everything. You can follow Zach on Instagram, right? Instagram's your thing.
Yeah.
What's your tag name on Instagram?
So it's Res Balls. That
All right.
name has a story behind it.
I'll put
hold
it
on.
here somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get next time we have you on the podcast. That's what we'll ask about now. What do you call it? But I mean, like us on everything. Follow Zach. If you haven't met Zach or you haven't worked with him or anything, Club Humidor on San Pedro, go hit him up. If you want somebody who's knowledgeable around cigars, is willing to spend the time with you to pick out cigars and accessories and all that good stuff, I mean, this is the guy to talk to for sure.
And if you're an asshole to him, we're gonna call you out on the pod.
Yeah, we will find you, and yeah, definitely get to Zach, man. He's awesome. All the guys at Club Humidor on San Pedro are awesome. But other than that,
Wait,
that's-
before we sign off, Zach,
Yeah.
what would you rate the cigar you smoke?
Oh yeah.
Probably 11, 70.
Oh, what in the world did you just say? 1 out of 10. What would you rate it? What do you give it?
Probably in a fresh palate would be higher. Let's say a 8.5.
Like an 8? Okay. All right. What are you rating yours?
7.5.
7.5. Yeah, this was good. But I'd probably give it a 7. I give it a 7.
Yeah.
It's good. It's
All
not
right,
bad.
half wheel. 88s for everyone.
80. Yeah, literally. God.
Well, if it was a spring day and it was a solid 60 degrees and the wind was
Yeah.
blowing from the southeast.
Absolutely right. Get to Club Humidor. Pick up some of the cigars that we smoked today. I don't think you can get that one anymore, though, right?
We have a few left.
Oh, so get to Club Humidor. Pick up some of those Placencia. Pick up any Placencia. Really, you'll love yourself for it. I know y'all still have the Davidoffs as well too. I know you don't have these.
We get them on occasion.
Oh, do you really? The Don, these are really good. The Don Carlos 2018s. I think they have like a 2019 and whatever. Get to Club Humidor. Get all your cigars, your accessories. Like we're not sponsored by them, but we love them enough to talk about them
all the time
on here. And we appreciate you guys. We appreciate everybody coming in, watching with us, spending the time with us. We thank Zack for being on, of course. You'll see him a lot more often. I'm more than certain of it.
Yep.
But other than that, that is it. You'll be able to sign off with us today, man. Other than that, thank you for being with us. Like, comment, subscribe. Anything you want us to talk about, anything you're interested in, we'll do the research. We'll come in. We'll talk about it. But that's another one for the books. Appreciate you guys for being with us here today. See ya.
See you guys.
Bye.
Later.
Love you.